Welcome back to our podcast collection. My name's Colin. I'm the head of the franchise for GoCruise Travel, and I'm very, very lucky today to be sat in our brand new shop on the high street with one of our franchisees, Karen, and her partner, Mark Stanley, who I've just recently opened this wonderful establishment. It's located on 7 High Street in Manningtree, and we're going to be talking to Karen very shortly about why she started her own travel business with GoCruise Travel. So today I'm joined with Karen, and we're in her wonderful new shiny shop on the Manningtree High Street. So Karen, thank you for taking the time to join us today.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
No, wonderful. And we're all about wanting to know how you started your franchise business with GoCruise Travel and why you chose us. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I have been working in travel for over 20 years. I was originally in a retail shop, so that was kind of always the background that I wanted to get back to. I left retail for a few years. We've had our GoCruise Travel from home. And then last year we decided to come back to retail and obviously come back to my roots. So we opened our shop back end of last year.
No, wonderful. And I have to say, it's beautiful, and it just brings to life everything that you are and your husband Mark is as a person. And it sets the high street alight, don't you think?
Definitely.
100%. Yeah. And what's been the feedback that you've been receiving from customers coming in?
They all like the kind of back to the old school way. They'll come in, we have tea and coffee, so they'll sit down, we'll have a good chat. They get to know us, we get to know them, and we basically plan their holidays and get everything booked, and off they go.
No, wonderful. And it's such a welcoming environment, and and thank you for having us today to talk about it. So obviously I want to know more about yourself and why you chose GoCruise Travel, and why did you choose franchising just out of interest to start your business?
Because of working in travel, but obviously when you work for someone, you are governed by someone else's rules, you're told what to sell, whereas with the franchise we have lots and lots of suppliers that we can use. We're not tied to particular people that we can sell, so it just gives us that independence of being able to offer a wider variety of products. And yeah, it just works for us. We can work our own hours. Predominantly I'll lock the shop up and carry on working at home in the evening, but it just works for us. So yeah, franchise was definitely the way we would have always ended up going.
No, brilliant, because it makes a hell of a big difference, doesn't it, with your work-life balance, wanting what you're doing and having the choice. And you can truly then say you're independent, that you can choose which ones you want to do and how you want to do it. Was there any particular reason you chose GoCruise Travel?
Well, obviously I knew GoCruise anyway from previous, and I knew that it was a very family orientated business. The franchisees all work really closely together, so there's always a point of contact. If you've got a question, maybe it's on a weekend or an evening, we can put it onto our teams, and usually someone will pick that up. And then obviously we've got a really strong head office team as well, so there's a big support network there if you need any help or guidance, or even if you just need sort of a bit of a brainstorm and throw some ideas out. So
wonderful. And I'm not paying her, I promise, to say all this. This is pure fact. So can you tell me a little bit about starting the shop then, and how you came about to choosing Manningtree? And
so probably say last year we had a lot more customers, obviously off the back of COVID, confidence was rising, but they still felt like they wanted to see us face to face.
Okay.
So we had some people that were coming to the house, or we were going out to meet people, but it still didn't give that professional image of having a place to visit. So we started looking at different areas. We wanted somewhere quite independent, obviously not with lots of other agencies as well. And Manningtree's perfect. It's quite an independent high street. The local people are all lovely and they're very welcoming. And they all like the concept of being able to just pop in and come in and sit down. And yeah, it's been really, really well received. They all seem to like us. So yeah, it's going well.
No, fab. And I had the pleasure of attending your opening, well, through the whole journey, because that was, a real big thing to help you shape and bring to life all your ideas in the shop and all the fittings and fixtures and how it kind of went. And you painted the walls yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, everything was done by us.
Yeah, so full hands-on, and it feels like it's yours then, doesn't it?
Definitely,
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. And how did the opening party go?
That was really good. Yeah, we had that in January. We had the local mayor come in and she cut the ribbon for us. And again, it was just really nice just to have all the local community popping in and all their well wishes and just bringing them in to find out more about us and what we do. Some people will see the name and think we are just cruise, so we do kind of need to have to let them know and travel. But they seem to be getting that message now, and we're getting lots of bookings in, and not just cruise. So they are understanding that we do everything. So it works really well.
That's good, and I bet you're getting a lot of repeat loyalty recommendations now along the way, and promoting it. And Manningtree is a bit of a seasonal town, isn't it? So there's lots of events, no doubt, will be taking place. So I take it you'll be involved in a few of them.
Yep. So we have Manningtree Pride, that will be in June, and we have one of our suppliers coming in to do a takeover day.
Okay,
and
excellent.
Then we have other events that will go on over the summer, and then the big event is December, when we have the Christmas market, and the whole town basically just stops. And it's just a big, massive Christmas celebration, which I love. So that is a really good day. And and that day is nice because it is very family orientated, and it just brings people in.
And you're quite well connected with the community now, aren't you, with wanting to support them, for them to support you?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, we had the Christmas, winter wonderland trail that we were involved in, so we had pictures in the window for the children to find, and I always decorate the window as well for Easter and Christmas, and we're in the local chambers as well, so we get to know what's happening with the businesses. So we're definitely involved.
Very good. And is all that Christmas decoration stuff all stacked up at home?
It's all
is
in
that
the garage.
You've already got like seasons all planned?
Definitely.
No, that's brilliant. That is really, really lovely. And it just brings to life what you're about, because you mentioned that you wanted to bring back the way travel agencies were and the feel of it. So can you tell me a little bit about how you look after your customers then? How do you make them feel comfortable to book with you?
So there's no pressure. It's all very honest, impartial. So they can come in, they'll sit down, and we'll just have a little bit of a chat. So it's very informal. Get to find out their likes and dislikes. Even things like dietary and mobility, that all comes into play as well. So it's things like that we need to bear in mind. And it's just nice because once we know that, and then they come back, we can then straight away, we'll be able to say what they could do or what they can't do. And again, it's just them getting to know us and trusting. So they are learning to trust us, and they're spending a lot of money, and we are giving them the service that they deserve for that.
100%. And then hopefully they'll enjoy the holiday and want to come back. And no doubt they probably pop back to you in between.
Yeah. Usually the dog's in the shop, so they usually pop in to see the dog.
Okay. Right. So the dog is the mascot.
Basically, yeah.
The dog's Gio's best friend. Yeah.
So it's nice if people are passing, they will just pop in and say hello. So and again, it's just that getting to know people in the community as well. So
wonderful. And what's the community like in the franchising world for GoCruise Travel? Do you connect a lot with other franchisees?
Yeah, so we have some that we're quite close with, so we will message them probably every week or so. It's just nice to just check in as well, see how people are going. It's nice that we can champion each other as well. So if someone does a really good booking or performing really well, it's just nice sometimes just to hear a well done. And then obviously we have our annual meetups, or there's meetings that go on in different parts of the country that if we can attend, we will. And then obviously we have cruise conferences as well occasionally. So we're very lucky that we're going on one of those soon.
Well, tell me a little bit more about that. That sounds pretty impressive.
We are going on a cruise with Princess.
Okay, wonderful.
And it will just be lovely. It's a big group of the recognition was it recognition? I can't remember.
Rewards
what the
and
word. Rewards and
recognition,
recognition. And it's just nice. It's just a nice celebration of the franchise, and everyone just meets up. And we just all swap ideas and what everyone's been doing. And sometimes it's just nice to take a fresh perspective on things from someone else's point of view, something you may not have thought of. And we'll just sit and have a good old drink and catch up.
That's it, yeah. And bouncing ideas about.
Definitely, yeah.
And I suppose there's nothing better than you experiencing a product yourself to be able to recommend, sell, and give true, honest advice of how you felt with it.
Yeah, and the social media is massive as well. We have social media for the whole time we're away. So it's almost like we're taking customers and followers with us, so they'll see the whole journey. And they kind of get to experience it through us. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's wonderful. And it's the trusting. And I love that you're taking your customers on the journey with you, which is what it's all about. You're keeping them at the centre of it all, which is lovely. So this all sounds amazing. So what does a typical day then kind of look like for you?
A typical day.
Is this a typical day that,
Not at the moment because the road's closed. A typical day. So normally I would come in, check all the window deals first, make sure everything is still at the same price, check obviously the emails, the diary, any kind of admin that needs doing. And then over the course of the day, it will just be customers calling or popping in. So inquiries, bookings. Generally, I'll check tickets and things as well. And hopefully people, if they come in, we just sit and have a good old chat and cup of tea, and the day goes. Before I know it, it's 4:00 and I'm leaving again. It does go really fast. And I'm a chatterbox, so.
No, this is good. No, which we don't know. So no, it's really, really wonderful. And how do you kind of encourage people to come in? Have you looked at different marketing ways to do with your business?
So social media, I think, is a big one for us. And then we have various leafleting, and there's a local magazine we're looking at advertising in. And it's just generally getting the word out that we are here. And people still, even 5-6 months later, will walk past and not know we're here. So it's just a thing of just spreading the word. And you find a lot of the local residents will tell, once they're booked, they'll tell their neighbours, they'll tell their friends. As you say, we're getting recommendations as well. So yeah, word of mouth and social media, and then just advertising where we need to. Yeah,
and that's a big thing, isn't it? It's about that trust, that loyalty. And not only will you want customers to do that, the more the merrier to come in, but you want to have a really core customer base, don't you, that you're looking after, recommending, and hopefully then next generations to come will follow with everything. So all this looks amazing. Did you have any challenges along the way when you were coming to the concept of the shop? Did you and Mark butt heads on design or anything like that?
No, we were really, well, to be fair, Mark just generally lets me take the lead. We knew the space we had, and we had a rough idea of where everything would go. And then when we kind of got the keys and got in, it was just a thing of just implementing everything. There was a few things we needed to get the back wall just dry lined and silly things, but nothing really that took too much. It was just 3 weeks of a lot.
A lot of painting and decorating. And it wasn't white before, was it?
It wasn't. It was yellow. It was, it needed a lot of work, but we was really pleased. The day before we opened, we were here till about 11 o'clock that night, and we weren't talking by the end of that because we were exhausted. But then, you get up the next morning and you open the doors, you've got this beautiful shop. It was just all worth it. So,
yeah, and you should be really proud. It is stunning. Yeah. It's stunning, and it's such all your time and effort that's gone into it, and it feels like you. It feels, and that's what's wonderful about it. And hopefully customers will come in and feel that sense of excitement and pride with booking, which is wonderful to see. So did you have any kind of top tips to recommend anybody who is thinking about franchising or starting their own travel shop?
If you're looking at franchising, I'd say obviously just do your homework. It's not all just going to fall in your lap. You need to be actively out there. You need to be bringing the customers in, especially if you're not going to open a shop. because you're not going to have the footfall. So it's just making sure that you are in front of everyone, get your friends and family on board, make sure everyone's spreading the word about you and what you're doing. If you're looking at opening a shop, just do your research on the area. This wasn't the first area we looked at. We looked at other areas as well.
Okay.
And you need to find a place that works for you. Unless you get the local people on board, it's not going to work. So you need to make sure that you pick the right place. And this shop's lovely for us. It's just the right size for us. You need to bear that in mind, the size of the shop, what you want to put in it. And obviously your overheads as well. It is a big outlay every month, so you need to make sure that you can get a return to cover all of that.
No, this is it, and that's brilliant advice, because it is thinking about different elements that have the impact. And your first location, as I say, might not have been the best choice for here. And sometimes it's down to fate as well, and trust your gut, isn't it?
Definitely.
And to see how it goes. So you mentioned at the start that you've got a great work-life balance then with it. So what things bring to life that work-life balance for you? Why is it such a good balance now compared to what you previously did?
I think it's just nice because you don't have the pressure of working for someone.
And that's what franchising is about. It's your own boss. Absolutely.
You can literally make your own hours. I could sit here and I may have something to finish off, whereas when I worked for someone, I would then have to stay to finish that.
Okay.
Whereas now I can just take my laptop and just continue at home. The shop phone just diverts to my mobile phone. So if I have an appointment or anything, I can still work remotely. It is definitely a better balance to be working for yourself than for someone. And as I said, it just gives you the freedom that you can offer other products that you may, if you're working for someone else, they kind of want you to sell a certain product, whereas we're free to sell anything.
No, 100%. And it's what's right for you and the customer, isn't it, ultimately, with what they want to do. Yeah. And I suppose having that flexibility, you could maybe offer evening events or anything. Have you explored that sort of ideas?
Yeah, so we're working with a couple of suppliers to start our new concept, which is an evening with.
Okay, lovely.
So that will be an invitation event, probably about 20 people. We want to keep it quite small. Nibbles and drinks will be included, of course. And then the supplier would then do a presentation, just let people know a little bit more about the product, any special offers or deals. And then hopefully it would just give people a little bit more information about a particular brand, and then encourage them to look at maybe doing their own booking. So, we've got a couple of those. And then, as I said, we've got suppliers that are going to be doing day takeovers on the weekends. And then we also have private events as well. So if people want to come in and have the shop to themselves, then we can arrange that in the evenings or on a Sunday. And then if it's a big group, like a wedding or a big family event, they come in, we lock the door, they haven't got to worry about other people. And you also have people as well that maybe have anxiety, that they don't want to be around other people. Yeah. So again, we can just offer them that quiet, private space. They can just come in and just feel comfortable and do what they need to do.
No, wonderful. Yeah. And you've got a variety then, and it's quite diversified with what you're offering. Yeah. So you started, obviously you've always had a brilliant career in travel, and the passion's been there in the travel industry, and you started at home. What was the transition like from home, your own business at home, to the shop? How did you feel with that?
It's just having a routine.
Okay.
You have to be really regimented with once you're in a shop and you have shop opening hours, you need to be here.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you was indoors and you maybe think, oh, well, I'll get a coffee and I'll start in a while. No, I need to be here and have the door open at 9. So, you have to be quite committed. And obviously as well, if you have a retail shop, you need to work out your holidays, and if you're going to be away, can someone cover? There's definitely more to consider if you've got a shop to work than working at home. But I think it's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the proof is in the pudding. It looks stunning. Yeah. And the local community in Manningtree have definitely taken to your arrival, which is wonderful. Have you had any misconceptions about franchising, just from your personal experience with with having the model? I know you mentioned it's great to have the flexibility and things. Was there any other sides to it?
Misconceptions? No. I think it's all very transparent for us. So obviously you get your contract, you know before you even sign a contract exactly what you're signing up to. So for us, it's always worked really well. And obviously, if there's anything we're not sure of, you can just ask a question. So for us, no, I'd say it's all worked quite well for us.
No, brilliant. And it is about that transparency, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
And about understanding what the model is, what your expectations are and what you want out of it as well. So, which is brilliant. So, no, well, it's been really great talking with you, Karen. And, thank you for letting us have a little bit of a takeover today in the shop. And we're wishing you a wonderful time, and come and see her at Manningtree.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow, that was absolutely amazing catching up with Karen, one of our franchisees, to find out the whole scope of setting up her own travel shop, the misconceptions that were a part of it, and actually she's painted her own walls to bring this to life, which is a brilliant concept as an entrepreneurial business owner. And we completely support that at GoCruise Travel. So I really hope you found this podcast really useful. And obviously, if you are interested in starting your own travel shop, whether that is starting from home like Karen did and then gradually moved into a retail space, or actually going full straight ahead into having your own space, please do contact me at colin@gocruiseandtravel.co.uk, or check out our website page to be able to get all the information that you need to know. But it'd be great to chat with you.